Hello David, thank you for taking some time to watch this video. I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So the point of this video is twofold. One is to give you some tips and tricks to increase your online presence, increase your traffic, increase your leads, increase your business. And then two is to compare your website to a local competitor's website and see if we get on that first page of Google just to get in front of consumers. So I'll talk about three things: content, backlinks, and citations. So whatever I talk about, you could use that on your own website. But if you want to talk about that or anything further, please feel free to reach out. Also, if you leave me a few lines of feedback with the video, that helps me get better at making these videos for local businesses. So let's get to it. So first is content. So you need anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words, just depending on the competition and number of keywords needed. So a keyword is anything someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, in your website, you can place keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website to be found for. So Facebook websites, they don't get ranked. So I didn't do Facebook, but I pulled this. This is one of your websites here. So, here you don't have any content. You do have some links. So you just need to increase your content to get in front of consumers. So speaking of Google, when I type in, plumbing services that what you provide in Houston, Texas, this is what comes up. These are ads. A lot of people skip over ads. That's something you can invest in later if you haven't already. This is a good place to get in front of consumers. This is called Map Pack. It's a citations. I'll talk more about that in a minute. But we call these organics right here. So when I do a search for a certain service or area, you want to be on the first page of Google. So very important to be on that first page. Because you might have heard this, a great place to hide a dead body is on page 2 or 3 of Google. People just don't go there to click for a service. So you want to be on that first page. And the goal is to outrank this guy. So, you want to outrank the top competitor eventually, but if we could just outrank this guy, Village Plumbing, I'll compare your website to his, get on that first page, you're right in front of consumers' faces, and that's going to increase your leads and grow your business. So speaking of content, so this is your website right here. So you only have a couple backlinks. I'll talk more about that later, but you have no keywords. So you want to have your keywords to have that search power with Google. So compare that to a competitor's website. This is Village Plumbing and Air. So here's their numbers. That's their website. Here's their numbers. So they have 270 keywords. And very easily, you can take some of these keywords that apply to you and just put them in your website, like Houston Plumbing. That's going to give you some high search volume. Plumber Houston. So you want to have more volume, more bang for your buck, and that'll give you some search power. So if you want to get closer to this guy, beat this guy, use some of these keywords that he's using on your website, and you could get close to him by outranking him on that first page of Google. And then also there's backlinks. So a backlink is anywhere where one website links to your website. So it's important to have other plumbing services, HVAC services, home services, websites linking back to you. It doesn't do you any good if a restaurant or a dentist office is linking back to you. It doesn't give you trust power. So right now you only have 2 backlinks with 2 reference domains, so you want to increase that. Compare that to your local competitor. Let's go back on him. He has 1,500 backlinks and 265 different reference domains. So you want to get closer to these numbers to outrank that competitor to get on that first page of Google. And that's something you could do, very easily by outranking him. And then finally, there's citations. So a citation is anywhere where your business name, your number, and address are shown exactly on the Google Business Profile. Citations help you rank in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses since this can generate huge amounts of revenue. So, citations include like Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise, BBB, hundreds of others you may have heard of. Social media accounts work well, or great too, like Facebook, LinkedIn. So the idea is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. And the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. So once Google sees you more often than these competitors, the more likely it is you could outrank them and get on this map pack, citations. You want to be in the top 3 or 4. Usually 3, like the page of our organics on page 2 or 3, people don't click here to go to more businesses. So you want to be right here, right in front of people. So once your content, your backlinks, your citations, they all come together, you start to outgrow your competitors. And here's what you might be looking at and why that's worth it. So not sure what your margins are now, but I imagine that could generate some huge amounts of revenue for you. Also, there's usually many more keywords you could add and use to generate more and more traffic and leads. So this is what I do. I'm creating this video for you to help generate those leads. But if you find yourself wanting more to continue scaling as far as you want, feel free to reach out. I can help you with more information or talk about your goals. I could do research to find out exactly what could be realistic for your business and what it might take to reach those goals. So again, if you leave me a few lines of feedback, that'll help me out making these videos. Again, I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So please feel free to reach out anytime. Thank you for listening. Wish you the best of luck in your business. Have a good day.